Okay, since I had no idea Frank did not like the word policy, and I wrote this speech prior to knowing that, so this is going to be kind of interesting, so I'm just going to go for it. Okay, the board of directors just fired your president and CEO, and I was just hired 3 days ago. After reading your company policy book, I was named your new president and CEO. Okay, today I wanted to offer some advice about things we can all work on. Then I remembered what a fourth grader once said about advice. He was doing a paper on Socrates, and he wrote, Socrates went around giving people advice, and they poisoned him. So I will stay away from the advice and discuss some of the driving forces behind our success as a company and your success as a, I put salesperson in here because we're all selling something to someone. Even though you may not think you're a salesperson, when you go face to face with somebody, you're selling them something. Okay? I'm selling you to go out and walk, and you're selling to give away money or to open up a checking account or whatever you might be doing. Okay? We know it takes hard work to be successful, and we have worked hard to be successful in one very key area. We have worked very hard to develop relationships with the operators, the end users of your product. We must ensure they can depend on consistent, high-quality products we provide to them each and every day. We must remind ourselves that value, not just price, has to be the driving force behind our success. We must avoid what many call the Yugo trap. In the 1980s, a new automobile reached North America from behind the Iron Curtain. It was called a Yugo. Its main attraction was price, about $3,000 each. But the only way they caught on was as the butt of jokes. Remember the guy who told the mechanic, I want a gasket for my Yugo? Okay, the mechanic replied, sounds like a fair trade. Yugo was offering lousy value proposition. The cars literally fell apart before your eyes. The lesson was simple. Price is not just a component of value. No matter how good the price, the most consistent, the most cost-sensitive consumer will buy a bad product. That is why value is such an important part of our equation for our end users. And value must be driven by our commitment to quality. Let me be very clear about this. When we talk about quality, we are talking about far more than the quality of our products and services. We are talking about the quality of relationships, the quality of communications, and the quality of our promises to each other and our end users. In short, we must think about quality in terms of truth and integrity. Let me repeat that. We must think beyond the quality of our products. We must also think about the quality in terms of truth and integrity. The glue that holds all relationships together, including crucial relationship between you and your end users, is trust. And trust is based on integrity. It's critical that we live by the integrity upon which this company was built. We have all read recent newspaper articles about some of our competitors who have been tarnished for doing things that are not according to policy. Frank, that's for you. It would be a shame for all of us to get ourselves into that position. We are very well respected in the industry, not only by consumers, but also by our customers. We want to be truthful and honest with each other every time we deal with our customers. Remember, no company is just given integrity. A company earns integrity and trust from the relentless pursuit of honesty at all times. Let me make this very simple. We don't need PhDs in ethics to do what is right. What is right can be determined by three basic questions. Number one, what would I want to read about it on the front page of the newspaper? Number two, what would mom say? Number three, what would my children think? Let me move on here and share a few more thoughts. I think it's very important to emphasize that we expect a lot out of you, but you should and receive a lot out of us. We are committed to providing you with the resources and guidance to help cultivate and enhance your skills and competencies. For instance, let's talk about paperwork. Have you ever seen a flock of birds or ducks or geese or pelicans in the sky and ask why they're flying in a bee? Did you ever notice that one side is always longer than the other? Does anybody know why? There's more birds on that side. Okay, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. It also doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize more time on paperwork means less time serving customers. That's why we continue to develop better resources and tools to eliminate the unnecessary paperwork you have to deal with. We're also working on new training programs to develop new skills as people move through their careers at our company. We're actively working with the HR department on ways to enhance employees' everyday lives to incorporate ways to address the demands put upon each employee every day. But despite the support we can offer you, our company cannot give you one thing. We cannot give you the passion to achieve goals and grow professionally. It has to come from within. But we as leaders do have a responsibility to supply you with tools that build success and an environment that allows your passion to flourish. We are committed to do just that. We invest heavily in training and new technology because we are significant. That's why you're all here today on a national holiday. We constantly develop new products for segmented markets to ensure that you have a full arsenal, a great mix of exciting new products and highly respected brand names to offer our customers. We cannot just develop and throw them out there. We know that. There are already too many markets on the product. Your everyday supermarket now carries roughly 40,000 items, twice as many as a decade ago. That's probably why I spend more money when I go to the grocery store. My wife doesn't. For example, more than 16 varieties of Colgate toothpaste, 75 types of Pantene hair care treatments, 110 varieties of Hallmark greeting cards, an untold number of other products just from the same vendor in the same product line are available. I mention this because that ties back into our community to quality. We are not going to throw products at our customers just because it is the thing to do. We will continue and carefully analyze each segment of our business, see where the opportunities for growth are, and then supply you with the best products to develop and grow those markets. I firmly believe that the best vision is insight. As we develop new products, improving existing products, and launch new campaigns, which is this a new campaign, correct, Frank? Based on insights on what the customers needs, not what they think they need. To paraphrase George Bush, let's chat further about that vision thing. The famed Supreme Court Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes once boarded a train in Washington, then later realized he lost his ticket. The conductor recognized him and said, "Don't worry about it, sir. I'm sure when you find it, you'll send it in." Justice Holmes replied, "Young man, that question is not where is my ticket, but rather where am I supposed to be going?" And to pare it down to a simple level, isn't that what vision is all about? On a corporate level and a personal level, we all must ask ourselves, where are we going? We all need a vision of where we are going and how we want to grow this company. Once we agree on that vision, the goal, we must focus on how to reach our goals. That means we must focus on priorities. The best way to manage your time is to make a list of 20 important things you have to do. Okay? By the way, if you have more than 20 important things, you need a different type of personal advice that I can offer you. Okay? Take the 20 most important things that you have to do, rank them in order from 1, okay, the highest, to 20, the lowest priority. Okay? Think about this. Why spend your entire life working on the 13s, 14s, 17s, and 19s? Focus on the first 5. Okay? Everybody has a list of stuff they want to do. Just focus on the first 5. Can't get 2 done until you get 1 done. The first 5 will help you achieve your goals. Number 20 will not. Okay? Let's talk a little more about attitude. We must accept our current sales environment. We can't wish for the good old days. We must look for new ways to operate instead of letting the challenges worry us. To be a winner, you must, number 1, be positive and believe in yourself. Number 2, learn from other people's ideas. Number 3, don't give up. And number 4, remember you determine your own attitude. Sorry about that. Okay, let me touch upon an important fact in our sales philosophy. When you take charge of your career, you are empowered to move forward. Whenever I say empowered, I am reminded of a cartoon that I came across in a business journal some time ago. Imagine, if you will, a meek subordinate cowering before the large, impressive desk of his superior. His boss glares over the rims of his spectacles and says, "Jones, We are going to give you more responsibility. We are going to make you accountable for everything that goes wrong around here. Thankfully, that is not the way empowerment works here. It may be more comforting and unnerving to note that the company does not determine your future. It's the decisions and choices that you make that will determine your destiny. Okay? You own your career, you manage your process, so I encourage you to take charge. And when you take charge, good things happen. Okay? Let me switch to another important topic. Above all, I want to challenge you to seek out new ways to address and solve problems and seize opportunities. Find new ways of looking at things. Yet, what do I mean by new ways of looking at things and seizing opportunities? Perhaps the creative thinking best done by Safeway in the UK has been reinventing retailing, especially by leveraging customer information. Like a lot of grocers, Safeway has been collecting product data for a long time, but collecting data and using it is two different things, and Safeway used the data. They pinpointed their most profitable customers. They found out that only 8 out of 28 orange juices they carried were profitable. So they reduced their orange juices, increasing their profitability. They discovered they were carrying 200 different cheeses, so let's reduce the number of cheeses. Wrong. The data said the most profitable customers were buying the least profitable cheeses. So it was important for Safeway to carry these unprofitable cheeses. Safeway knows a typical customer buys the same 125 products. So they developed customized shopping lists for customers, and customers could scan their Safeway cards and get a personalized shopping list, along with up-to-date product promotions. Safeway wrote the shopping list in the same way that items were laid out in the store. Safeway found that what customers hate most is waiting in line to check out. Is that true? We all hate to wait in line. Okay. So Safeway gave customers PDAs to scan their products as they shop. Customers placed food in their bag, got an item as a receipt as they left the store. No more checkout. Why did I mention all of this? We are not Safeway, but the thought process that are employing is what we all must do. Like Safeway, we must look for better ways to serve our customers, creative ways to solve problems, and creative ways to make life better and more productive for our customers. Let me leave you with some thoughts from Henry Ford. Henry Ford once said, "You can do anything if you have enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is a spark in your eye, the swing in your gait, the grip in your hand, the irresistible surge of your will, and energy to execute your ideas." Enthusiasm is the bottom line of all progress. With it, there is accomplishment. Without it, there is only alibis. So, anybody have any questions, any thoughts? I didn't read your policy book. I just wrote the speech before that, so, okay. Okay, the other thing I gave you was 55 business marketing mistakes. Who's in charge of marketing for this company? Everybody? Everybody. Anyway, there's 55 in here. They're not in any particular order, and these are just these are just the headings, and what I have here is actually the answers to these headings. So I will email these to Gwen, and you can get these out to people. Does anybody have any questions or concerns about some of the headings here? I can actually go into that. Okay. Okay, I got another great video I want to show you here, if this works correctly.